In this video, I'm going to go over how you can sell online coaching in a saturated market. I've done over $400,000 selling in markets like reselling and Amazon, which are pretty saturated. And if you're an online coach right now in sales or trading or drop shipping or one of these spaces, you've probably noticed that there are more coaches and influencers popping up every single day that are starting to sell something in these different markets. And that's because the online education space is absolutely booming, which is putting customer trust at an all-time low. So in this video, I'm going to go over 3 things that you can do in your online coaching business to last longer in whatever industry you're in and also see more success and have more people choose you over a competitor. So let's dive into it. As you can see right here, the online coaching industry is projected to reach over 38 billion by 2033. At this point, like, this is literally turning into like college. Like, it is insane how much stuff is out there now in terms of online education. And it's to no surprise. I mean, I'm sure all of you guys, when you go and scroll your Instagram or scroll your TikTok or go even on Facebook, you see stuff like this, right? Like, you just see people apply here, learn more here, real estate, sales. Like, this is like real estate. This is sales. This is personal branding. This is who even knows? Like, there's so much stuff out there, pretty much anything that you can learn, whether it's a skill, whether it's a skill to make money, whether it's like fat weight loss, whether it's like pitching to a business, like whatever it may be, the online space, there's becoming more and more of these people that pop up every single day. Some of them running ads, some of them posting organic content. And that's why, like, it's a very low barrier to entry. Like, if you want to start selling an online program or even like do what I do and kind of work behind the scenes on it, like, it's a very low barrier to entry, right? But what happens because of this is you see so many of these common markets and you see so many people selling something on one of these industries. So, like, for example, some of the ones out right now that there are just so many influencers, so many people with courses on is high ticket sales. You see so many people preaching high ticket sales now that people are having a hard time even hiring sales reps because the people that are, so quote unquote, a high ticket closer, they have no experience at all because all they did is just take one of these courses. So high ticket sales, their day trading is a massive one, like TJR and all them, real estate, fitness, AI is becoming huge, Amazon, TikTok shop. People are seeing so much people promoting stuff in these industries that it makes them put a sales wall up. And you might be someone that's selling info or a course or something watching this, and you might be like, yeah, like, I've noticed that. Like, people are no longer like, oh, like, you can't just help me make 10K. Like, they don't believe that. Like, they need to actually build trust with you as a person, see testimonials, see everything in order to actually trust you to buy from you, because they see so many of these people on their feed that they don't trust anything anymore. So there's a new layer to like every potential customer now, and it's that sales wall. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk about some of this, but then I'm going to go over like 3 things that you can really do to get rid of that sales wall, right? And then again, that sales wall, what that does to people like you watching this, or online coaches, or people even like me working behind the scenes trying to help someone sell their program. There's no consistent lead flow, right? You just, if you're doing organic, like, you're posting content, you're just not getting good leads come in. You might be burning money on ads with like no or low ROAS. Like, I'm sure even some of these people on their ads, they're not getting a return on ad spend on them because people have seen these type of ads before, right? Low show up rates to sales calls, low close rates. And also what we see a lot is a solid 6-month to a year run and then fall off. Some of you guys watching this might know Sam Millsap. He had a coaching program for a good 6 to 12 months and he had a complete fall off because people just exposed him as being a scammer, right? And so much more. So these are the problems that these people selling programs or mentorships are running into because there's just so much of a sales wall now. And you need to actually, what I'm going to go over, the 3 things pretty much that you need to be able to have to still see success. How can you avoid this stuff and actually see success in these saturated markets? Because I promise you, like, we make money selling info. There's plenty of ways that you can still make money and do this the right way, but you have to avoid this stuff and you have to avoid like just looking like everyone else in this industry. So, like I said, what I'm going to do now is kind of dive into the three buckets on how you can actually still see success in a saturated market. Number one, and this is more top of funnel, you need to have actual good ads and or valuable content. So let's dive into that. Ads. You cannot just look like everyone else's. If you just have a simple student interview being like, "Oh, I helped so and so get to 10K a month," they don't care. Like they do not trust that. You need to switch that up. You also need to have an actual good offer that make people click. Like instead of having, and this ties along with this, you need to have a nurture step before they just book a call with your team or for you. Like if you just have an offer that said, or a thing that just said book a call with me to see if I can help you, like they've seen that before. Like something that we do for one of our offers is we run ads to a free Discord, which is value. And then from that free Discord, they have the option to join something that's paid, right? That allows them to kind of break down their sales wall and actually build trust with you before you're just trying to pitch them on something, right? Now, content wise, you can't just do the flexing and LARP style content. Even people like Brez and TJR that kind of like relied on that, they're starting to not make as much from that content. Like it's very visible if you can kind of see behind all the bullshit. You need to provide actual value in your content. Like the stuff that you would tell people to help them learn whatever you're teaching or whatever you're offering, like you need to provide some of that in your content because that's how they're going to trust you. And number three, you need to be transparent. Stop lying about your numbers. Stop inflating things. Stop saying things that aren't true and stop providing guarantees that you can't actually fulfill. You need to be transparent because people are going to respect transparency. You don't want to seem like some higher up figure by too much to these people. Like these customers want to feel like this, like they can relate to you, right? And that's where transparency comes in. So whether you're doing ads, whether you're doing organic, whether you're doing a combination of both, you need to have this stuff included. Number two, and this goes along with the content and ads I was saying, is you need to build trust before selling. So there's a couple different things with this. Is number one, most of you guys either do it yourself or you have a setter, right? You need to have a dialed setter. They need to be quick to hit people up. They need to be genuine. They can't just be like if I'm a setter calling a lead, I can't just be like, "Oh, how much money do you have? Oh, you have $5,000. Okay, there's going to be investment here. Like this is how we can help." You can't be like that. You need to be actual genuine and have a conversation with these people to again start pretty much thinking about it. Like there's that image like graphic where it's like someone has a pickaxe and they're this close to diamonds, right? They're like this. You need to keep hitting that until you see the diamonds rather than just like trying to drill through it and you won't be able to access anything, right? So you need to be genuine and you also need to have a setter that, or whether you're reaching out to the leads or the setter, you need to understand the offer, right? You need to understand these people's situations, what they want to get to, what they need help with. You need to have a full understanding of that. And the second thing with this, and this is the most important thing, is you need to have a trust building step in your funnel. Like I said, you can't just do some cold ad to book a call with you. That's not going to work well unless you have a really dialed setter. You need to have a trust building step. That could be doing a webinar before you pitch anything paid. That could be having a really good pre-call process, a dialed setter, a good pre-call video, content that can nurture them before getting on a call with you, or even something like a free Discord, like I mentioned with one of our offers. Having a free Discord where they can see results, where they can get free value before they actually get pitched to pay something to actually join and work with you, right? And then the last thing, and this is where the Sam Millsaps of the world and the people that fall off after 6 months, this is where they go wrong, is their product sucks. Yes, you need to actually fulfill if you want to last longer than a year in the space. You need real testimonials. You need people in your program that are speaking highly of what you offer and actually referring other people. And you actually need just as much time as you spend on your sales ops, on your marketing. You need to spend time perfecting your onboarding and fulfillment to get customers results. The offers that we run, we have a dialed in onboarding process and we are checking in with our clients to make sure they actually feel good, right? Like that is key because if you have someone sneak through the crack that had a bad experience with you and start talking bad on you and stuff like that, that spreads quick. So you need to have a good reputation. And obviously you're going to, whenever someone's buying an info product or coaching or whatever, you're going to have people that just don't get results because they just stop working, right? Or they just stop putting in an effort. It's just how people are sometimes. But there's a difference between that and just having horrible fulfillment. And you need to have good fulfillment and a good product and actually get people results. Like I said, you're not going to have 100% of people get results. That's not even on you. It's impossible. But you need to have people get results, and you need to have an elite product. The product pretty much needs to do the marketing for you. Real testimonials, real results, and really good onboarding that you can be truthfully and honest with people, about. So those are the main three things. And like, for example, I just pulled up two people here that do a very good job of all those three things. One guy, Jimmy Farley, he runs, some of you guys might have seen Creators Corner. Um, that program has such a high reputation. It's a TikTok Shop program where they help people make money with TikTok Shop and stuff like that. That has such a high reputation. His content is all like nurturing value content. Pretty sure he has done webinars. He has a really good product. It's all dialed, right? And then another guy, for example, is Jeremy Haynes. He targets more like actual high level business owners that want to scale to him, but like he doesn't make any crazy claims. Like you can see results not typical, no income claims. He's very open and transparent about what he does. And he doesn't overpromise. He has a really good product that people refer. I'm in the space, so I'm not in his program, but I've had people tell me like you should join, like it's really good, that sort of stuff. So that's just a good example of like he's not just going to fall off. There's a reason why he hasn't fallen off. And there's a reason why Creators Corner hasn't fallen off either. Like these guys go by these three pillars and they last a long time. And they also make a lot of money and they sell in saturated markets, right? TikTok Shop and business coaching. That is two saturated as fuck markets, right? So they do a great job and they follow these three things. And I'm going to just give you an example funnel here. And this is just from one of my offers where we help people with like reselling online. Is we have a good ad that actually has a really good offer. As you can see, it's like a free Discord, tons of value and stuff in it, right? Then from there, they have the free Discord where they get value. There's free release guides. There's free sauce we put out every day. There's free calls like that we'll do. And then also there's the upgrade section, right? Where people can get info and see people's results in the mentorship and all that. From there, we have a really dialed outreach system where our setter actually gets to knows all our leads and kind of understands if we can help them. Really good landing page where they can apply. And then from there, you close. So we have that initial cold but actual good ad. But then we have this whole section in here where it's like we're warming them up and actually breaking down that sales wall until they can trust us and we know we can get them results and then they pay, right? So that's the thing, guys. You can sell info and online coaching in these saturated markets, but you need to have these three components if you want to last a long time and have people choose you over competitors. So if you're an online coach or someone that's working behind the scenes or looking to get into it, hopefully you took some value from this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and in the description, I also have a link to book a call with me. If you're a coach that needs help like building up this stuff, I can help you with that. And then I'll link my Instagram as well where you can ask me any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.